CJT Fenderson, certified forensic humorist at large, but I'm losing weight. Welcome to Critical Joke Theory, episode 14. Thousands of Russian citizens flee Russia in an attempt to avoid Putin's draft. For decades, they stayed and put up with his shitstorms, but they can't weather one little draft. Archaeologists claim to have discovered Queen Nefertiti's mummy. Queen Nefertiti's daddy is still missing and wanted for back child support. In science news that I will never need to use, wolves really can attach to humans like dogs can, a study finds. Usually drunk people in parks and wolves are attached to the person's neck. In skiing news, Republicans pull ads for Trump-backed House candidate J.R. Majewski, who lied about his military record. Apparently, you can lie about elections, you can deny vets benefits, you can denigrate them, you can lie about your military record if you're running for president, not if you're running for Congress. A cannibal pleads guilty to eating Kevin Bacon. Mark Latunsky admitted he killed 25-year-old Kevin Bacon in December of 2019 after meeting him on a dating app. At his confession, Mark Latunsky said, "Bacon? I love bacon! Bacon, 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 bacon." Mark Latunsky also said that he should have served Kevin Bacon 6 degrees warmer. A second decomposed body found in the former Rhode Island mayor's house has been identified. Susan Maynard, the former Woonsocket mayor, was the first dead body. The second dead body was identified as Maynard's longtime boyfriend, Daniel Grebkowski. Mr. Grebkowski's cause of death was type 2 diabetes, the coroner said. Maynard died from chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, officials said. Maynard will be remembered for her strong personality by the people who knew her and for her strong odor by the neighbor who found her. More than 500,000 people were without power as Fiona battered Canada with heavy rain and strong storms. The most challenging phase of the storm was Fiona going from the imperial system to the metric system. Schubert the seal finally leaves Beverly Pond, waddles into a police station in the middle of the night. Schubert, so named after Shoe Pond, where he was found, had been successfully avoiding capture for over a week. Schubert turned himself into authorities and confessed to numerous crimes, including excessive clubbing. Oceanographer Dawn Wright is the first black woman to journey to the planet's deepest point. Wright took the journey in the only manned vehicle that could make it, the limiting factor, and was submersed in perpetual darkness for 10 hours. Afterwards, Wright said, "I just needed some peace and quiet." Investors pulled almost $140 million from the company planning to merge with Donald Trump's Truth Social. Trump likes to boast of his success, but in the real world, he's a virtual mess. And now for a commercial break. The commercial that is broken this time is the commercial for Poof! Forget the fact that the overacting is overtly annoying. They probably shopped it around and were fed some line about "this is how it's done now." Forget the fact that I do not know if the product works as effectively as he claims. There have been products like this since the 1970s. Back then, the popular one was called Super CD, and CD stood for concentrated deodorant. It costed a lot and came in a little container, about an ounce or two. According to the ad, it got rid of skunk odors. And I can tell you that it did. My poor dog. Back to Poof. I want to focus on the claim that it's safe for people and pets. To back up this claim, there is all of this footage of it being rubbed on pets, rubbed on their beds, rubbed on their bellies, rubbed on their backs, even on their faces. I don't have a B word for face. But the only proof that he offers that it is safe for humans is when he opens his mouth and sprays it in front of his face. Like that. Any idiot could see that the spray just blows past his face. And then he closes his mouth and makes his face like he just tasted the product. If it is safe for people, take a swig. Just like public officials trying to convince people that the water is safe to drink, but they take a sip when the average person would be bathing in it, cooking with it, etc. Poof, I call bullshit, and I think your commercial stinks. And now back to the news. Iranians continue to protest and riot following the death of Mahsa Amini. Amini died while in custody of the so-called morality police. Women would love some real morality, please. The owner of the Phoenix Suns and the Phoenix Mercury, Robert Sarver, is to sell the teams after a damning harassment report. Sarver hired a black coach because, and I quote, "these niggers need a nigger," unquote, to coach them. At least he didn't call his black coach a special massa. New York's Attorney General Letitia James sues Trump and 3 of his children for alleged fraud. She is seeking $250 million in damages. While the rest of the family are being served subpoenas, Barron is being served breakfast at Tiffany's. Trump blames banks for not catching his false statements. A message to anyone who would give the Trumps money. A fool and their money are soon parted. Trump floats an nutso claim that the FBI agents were after Hillary Clinton's emails during a Mar-a-Lago raid. They were also looking for Bigfoot, Jimmy Hoffa, and Amelia Earhart. Finally, Trump claims presidents can declassify documents by just thinking about it. All of those mental powers, yet he couldn't save his casinos or make his father love him. I'm G.D. Fenderson, Certified Forensic Humorist at Large. Thank you for watching Critical Joke Theory episode 14. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please share it with someone. Now, be smart, be safe, and don't be